Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and today we're going to be participating in the Zendikar Landfall Event with Landfall Calamity. So the way that this event is going to work, first of all, another free event. Thank you, Wizards. Huge bonuses for that. Totally agree with that thought process. And we're playing for Rise of the Eldrazi basic lands. Kind of cool, and of course the unglued planes is going to be included in this one. So the rules for this event are fairly quite simple. Whenever you play a land, you're going to exile the top card of your library, and one of three things is going to happen. If it is a land card, it will go to your hand. If it is a creature card, it will go to the bottom of your library, and you will create a 1/1 plant token. And if it is anything else that is a non-creature card, it will go to the bottom of your library, your opponent will lose a life, and you'll gain a life. So that's the basic premise behind this. So when thinking about this, I'm like, okay, so there's two decks in my mind that could really abuse the way that this event is going to work. One was like a Selesnya tokens kind of deck, which I could have gone with, elected not to, but I could totally see that working, and we may see that in the games today. The other one that I went to, one of my go-tos, one of my favorite cards, was a Calamity deck. Since I'm going to have so many 1/1 creatures, why not throw out Conclave of Calamity and start benefiting from having all those 1/1 creatures? So let's go ahead and take a look at the deck. I did modify this a bit from my standard Calamity deck, and one card in particular should stand out significantly into why it's here, and I'll show you that here in a second. The basic premise behind the deck, of course, is Conclave of Calamity. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, it does 1 damage to target player or planeswalker that you're attacking. So with all the 1/1 creatures that are going to be flowing around, this is going to be an escalation of a whole bunch of creatures blowing people up, doing damage relatively quickly. So we're going to toss in a whole bunch of 1/1 creatures to trigger Conclave of Calamity. Things like Fanatical Firebrand, Scorch Spitter, which also has the added bonus of doing an additional damage whenever it attacks. That'll come into play whenever we're looking at Chandra Spitfire here momentarily. Tin Street Dodger, Torch Courier, all of these hasting 1/1 creatures. We also have a whole bunch of helper spells. That's the word I'm looking for. Helper spells, things like shocks, for example, and lightning strikes. The other things, of course, that we're looking at, Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. She creates basically 2 1/1 creatures, which will also trigger Calamity. This also helps triggers Chandra's Spitfire's ability. It's a 1/3 flyer. Whenever an opponent is dealt non-combat damage, like Conclave of Calamity, it gets +3/+0 until end of turn. So this gets really, really big, really, really fast. So all of these creatures fall into that category. The one that does not is Goblin Chainwhirler. And the way that I figure, if everyone's going to be running creature spells to be able to get these 1/1s out there, you're going to get overrun with 1/1s. I want to get rid of them and keep mine. So Goblin Chainwhirler is the way to do that. So when it enters the battlefield, it does 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. So all of the 1/1s that they're controlling, wiped off the board. Mine still stick around. I'm still keeping Light Up the Stage in there to help for draw and 20 mountains. That's the deck. The differences from my standard deck, obviously my standard deck does not run Chainwhirler. It runs Scorch Spitters, and it runs 4 lightning strikes instead of 2. Those are the two differences between the decks, if you want to see. And there is a video in the past. I'll try to remember to put that in the description down below. Trying to also adjust the volume. The kids were playing on it. There we go. So I'll put a description in the description down below if you want to see that deck play by itself. But here we go. As in previous events, your first one, whether or not you win or lose, you're going to gain an extra 1,000 experience points towards your Mastery Pass. And then, of course, we're doing the Rise of Eldrazi land. So you've got the island, the swamp, the mountain, the forest, the plains, and, of course, the one that we're playing for is the unglued plains. So let's go play some games and see how it goes. Like in previous videos, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play probably the first 3 or 4 games, depending on how fast it goes. This deck tends to go relatively quick. Either you overrun your opponent quickly and win, or they overrun you and you lose. So that's the upside. Ooh, the Joker. I wonder if it's Mark Hamill. Ooh. So we're going to get an idea what this landfall thing's going to be like right away, because we're going to drop a land. Was a creature. Get another creature. The only thing I'm not sure how I feel about this is the If there's a card in there that I need... Another land. Ooh, I get the land. I think I'm going to go Torch Courier. And I'm going to swing in. I'm going to hold the Scorch Spitter for now. And I think Chainwhirler is one of those cards, like, I want to wait until he gets a little built up before I take advantage of that. Calamity is really what I'm looking for. I am noticing that he's also playing mono red. I think he's got a very similar idea to what I've got. So let's drop the land that he's seen. It's a spell. I'm going to do some damage. Oh, why not? Probably played that a little early. It's fine by me. What I need now is a Calamity. Somebody else had the exact same idea. That was a creature, so that's going to be that. Let's get rid of that Chainwhirler so it's not a problem. The life gain's pretty interesting. Again, what I really need, where is my Calamity? That's what I need. That'll make or break this one. Runaway Steamkin. Oh. Burned all my shocks. So this is a traditional just red burn deck. So drop that. I am going to -2 her to get the Steamkin off the board.
Hey, don't start any fires without me.
Get the Steamkin off the board.
Remember this one?
I assume that he's thinking about Fanatical Firebranding my Fanatical Firebrand. Sure, in which case I'll do that to him. What an interesting, lovely little dance we just performed. Really need my Calamity. That was a creature, so he's going to get a plant token. Another Steamkin. And a Lightning Strike.
I'm late to meditation anyway.
Drop a land. That was a land. That goes to my hand. Scorch Spitter. Cannot believe that all the cards that we've cycled through, between the stuff that's gone to the bottom and the stuff that's gone to the top, I'm not finding Calamity. Like, by this point in time, I would have thought to have had at least one in play.
No problem the fire can't solve.
No, you can have that. And I feel like I'm getting nothing but land, too, so... Sure. See if I can get her off the board.
Time to fight fire with fire. Hey, watch it.
I'm starting to have some really... This is not going very well. I honestly thought that by this point in time, having 7 lands in play, that I have at least 2 Cavalcades in play. At least one.
Back and watch it burn.
But it seems that all I'm getting is land. I'll take the damage, thanks. I don't want to give you any more cards. Yep. Cavalcade, please? Nope, nothing but land. Super frustrating. Ugh. 8 lands out of... it is what it is. 17 cards. That means I've had 9 of any other card and then 8 lands. I'm literally over half, almost half the, since I'm looking at that, I'm almost half the land in my deck, a third of the way through. Sure. And that's going to do it. Yeah, super frustrating to... And again, I don't think it's the format. I think just the deck, for whatever reason, decided it was not going to cooperate today. It's like, yeah, I know that you have other cards in that deck, but you're just going to get a whole bunch of land. So let's hope for a Cavalcade on the draw. Normally, that's what I shoot for. Come on. Hi, kitty. How are you? What's the hang up here? There we go. No, but I've got light up the stage. I'm kind of okay with that. Because technically dropping a land could trigger light up the stage. Okay. It's going to be a big question of how fast some of these decks go through. I mean, is it going to be just all mono red decks? I'm really, like, I'm honestly thought I would see a lot of Selesnya token decks, but we'll see. Ooh, this will be fun. Bottom of the deck. Not at this time. I don't have enough mana to cast all the stuff I need. Come on. Look at all the mana we've got. Sure, let's draw a card now. There we go. Six lands. I'm starting to wonder if there's something weird going on. The first game I can kind of excuse it, but there we go. Let's see what happens first, because I don't want him to counter my Calamity. So he does not have... Perfect. Doesn't have a counter in hand. And since all they do is have spells, they have no creatures. I mean, yeah, he's going to gain a bunch of life. That's cool for him. Jace. He's going to try to mill me out, or mill himself out. Cool. So he is definitely down. So we're going to Cavalcade again. Going to Lightning Strike Jace.
That was not supposed to happen.
He's going to go there. He's going to go there. Jace is dead. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. Ooh, he got a land. So at this point, I'm starting to worry about board wipes with blue-white. If he has a board wipe, but he's going to wipe all the creatures off the board, he's going to get it. It is still going to trigger all that. So, like, if he has, what am I thinking? Settle the Wreckage, for example. It's still going to trigger Cavalcade twice. That's a land in my hand. Let's see what he does. The upside is if he settles the Wreckage here, it gets all of my lands out of the way. So he's going to settle. I will take action and go 1, 2, 3, which should trigger the emblem 3 times. Which it does. That's a life gain. That's another land in my hand. That's another creature in play. This should be interesting. He's either got something or he doesn't. At this juncture, he needs a board wipe. I think I'm going to hold off even dropping the land, because if he's going to wipe the board again... He's deep in thought. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, so he's going to Prison Realm the Chandra Spitfire. It's okay, I have another one. Ooh, perfect. Don't have it, don't have it, don't have it. Fine. Alright, so we're getting close. He's genuinely down to like board wipe or lose here, because what'll happen is this is 4, 8, 6 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Teferi, how's it going? I assume he's going to tuck the Chandra. The Spitfire. He really should tuck the Calamity, but he's going to draw the card. Okay. So he's going to lose. All that land. I think I'm just going to go for him. Boom! Negative 20. Very nice showing. Alright, so that's what I anticipated this deck to do. There we go. Oh, I skipped past all the stuff I won. Oh, darn. I hate when I do that. So we're going to get like 1 or 2 more games, and then I'll hit the pause button here. I actually thought these games would go a lot faster, but I'm looking at my timer right now, and I'm into the 20 minutes already. Has anyone done this? Has anyone ever seen Mythic Orange MTG Arena team number of players? I've not. And maybe it's because I play in the lowly gold ranks that I don't necessarily get up to those high, lofty levels to be monitored, but I am curious. And I need to start doing it. I know a lot of people have asked that question, like, when am I going to, like, grinding my way out to Mythic? I should. Especially now that you're able to get into the more competitive ranks. Like, you can actually earn your way into larger tournaments at Mythic rank. I probably should. Curious if this is a client issue that's slowing this down or if it's my opponent, because that is weird. Can I still click on Nicol Bolas? I sure can. I could still destroy the statue. I would think that this is my opponent. I don't think it's the client. That it's running this slow. There we go. Ooh, Cavalcade on the opening draw. Perfect. This is exactly how we want this to work. Green creature and a Llanowar Elf. Ooh, Razor. Works for me. This is another cool idea. No, I will wait. He is ahead of me on the land drop. I do like how this deck worked out. Ah, that's cool. That is a cool idea to go with Woodland Champion. I like that. That is a cool idea. He's got to go. No, you can have those. So Woodland Champion has got to go. Otherwise, he's going to get stupid big. And I'm going to wait. Next turn, I'm going to Chainwhirler and wipe out his board state. Vivian.
The wild wasn't meant.
Alright, I have nothing in the air at the moment for us to worry about. Vivian is going to...
The wilds are my shield.
It's interesting the decks that people chose to bring to this. Yeah, how much land can you drop? Totally see that. No, you can have it. I'm saving those for my Calamity. So we're going to go creature, creature. We're going to go Chainwhirler. And now let's start putting some damage into her. Because on the next turn, I'll go down with Calamity. I'll be able to take her out and then pretty much everything else he's got. Woodland Champion. Good call. A little late, though. Especially with the Chainwhirler. The Chainwhirler is a problem.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
And I'll just keep the Chainwhirler back as a blocker. Lightning Strike would be nice, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there went my Lightning Strike. Really could have used that.
Strike me, and you strike nature.
Meant to give him unblockable. Works for me. Shock. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Alright, so his little combo with the Woodland Champion is now down twice. I'm gonna get my Chandra out. Vivian's gonna die. Arbor Grazer, keep going over with all these 1/1 targets. Ooh. This the second another Chainwhirler would be amazing right now. There went Nissa. Ah, alas. No second Chainwhirler. Ooh, there went my Chainwhirler. Could have used that, buddy.
Chandra, you need more control. Go get him, buddies.
So, we're going to do 2 damage to her. And hold. He's like, nope, I see where this is going. So that's 2 victories. All right, we're sitting at the 26-minute mark. Cleared out all that stuff for dailies. Oh, there is the swamp. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it one more gameplay, and then I'm going to hit the brakes and pause after this game and grind my way out to the end on this one so that this isn't an hour-and-a-half long video. If you want to see those kinds of videos, though, where I basically just play the entire event, let me know in the comments down below. Super helpful. If that's what you guys want to see, that is what I'll do. And there's a critter for me, and there's a critter for me. And off we go. Ooh, I could see these, that was one of the other ones I debated doing was an Aristocrats deck. I could totally see that working here. Now I needs my Cavalcade, and I am well on my way. Not the Cavalcade I was looking for. I think I'm just going to go ahead and swing in first and try to draw the cards. Ooh, Chainwhirler would be perfect. Yeah, he's definitely going like a full Cry of the Carnarium. Very nice. I could, yeah, that's a big one in this event too. Oh, there went my Cavalcade. Totally needed that. He's a little above Cry, thank you very much. Actually, I should have 6, 7, 8. I have almost enough damage to kill him now. Sure, Nikki B, how's it going? I will discard a land. Shaka ya? And I will just go ahead and give myself a bump up in loyalty.
I just want to burn stuff already.
So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a good chance of beating him out here. Nikki B, cool. So we're going to -2 her. We are going to Lightning Strike.
Come on, Chandra, remember that spell.
We're going to cast this again.
I'm happy as a hellion to start some fires.
And we're going to go here.
Don't worry, I brought company.
So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's... Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to lose Nikki B if you do that, my friend. So at this juncture, I think I'm okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nicobolus is going to come in and kill Chandra. That's fine. So I was going to say, he's going to destroy Chandra. He's going to destroy the Chainwhirler. He's going to fly in and destroy Chandra. We might be actually losing this game now.
Defiance has consequence.
Now, if he flies in there with Nicobolus, though, he's going to lose his Nicobolus. Is he? I'm totally willing to take that from him.
So hard.
Down to 3.
Planeswalker.
All he needs is a shock, a lightning strike. He gained a life. Good for him. Legion's End. Boo. Another Nicobolus. Oh boy, this is oodles of fun.
Once again.
I'll exile a land. I don't need that one. Thanks.
Let your weak minds crumble.
Play this one out, but this is not looking good. What I need is a Cavalcade. A Cavalcade right now
Return.
would win me the game.
You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
And that's going to be game. So I'm going to go ahead and concede that one. At that point, I'm literally down to 3 lands, and he's got everything he needs. So, all right. So I'm going to hit the big pause button right here, work my way towards the end. I'll let you know how it goes on the other side. Okay, guys, we're back. We've grounded the whole way through. This one has taken a little bit longer to get to all of the wins that I was hoping to. But we have made it all the way through. I have seen a lot of the Scapeshift LSV decks. It's actually kind of crazy because they get to double up on when they Scapeshift because they get all the zombies from the Fields of the Dead and they get all of the creatures that come from the creatures that come out of the deck. It's been super irritating. I really wish the Field of the Dead had been banned for this particular event, but just suffice it to say, a lot of good games. I've played a lot of mirror matches, and it's basically whoever plays a land first wins in the Calamity Calamity duel off. So here we are at the end. Hopefully this goes with tradition, because I have been playing for about an hour. This has taken some time. Luckily my kids have been very patient and have been playing games on their Kindles while I've been doing this. So hopefully we get to the end here and finally get this one. This is unfortunately the last event. Yeah, one of the things I discovered, pro tip, I know I'm mentioning this at the end, if you don't have Calamity in your hand to start off with, mulligan. Because without it, it has been a huge detriment to not having that. Oh, there's a creature for us. It has been a huge detriment because you have a whole bunch of these 1/1 creatures, but you don't have anything to trigger off of. This is actually a really good... we might be looking at a mirror match. There went a lightning strike. And that is indeed what we are looking at, is a mirror match. So the question becomes, do we shock that? Yes, I think we do. Yeah, so in the mirror matches with the other Calamity decks, whoever lays a land first seems to be the one that wins. Ooh, Fanatical Firebrand. I assume he's going to kill my Spitter. It's an interesting choice, because he's going to... That is what it is. He must not have got another land. Oh, that stinks. We may be doing well here. So we're going to go ahead and drop the Calamity. And we're probably going to light up the stage right after. Let's go ahead and light up that stage. Oh, look, all the land. At least it gets the land out of the way. At minimum, at least gets the land out of the way. So unless he... Yeah, he pulls a land. So unless he lays down a creature... Oh, he's going to lay down Calamity, which is fine. Because we're already well ahead of him. So we are going to lay down a land. We are going to lay down our Chandra. To get all the triggers. All the triggers. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Darn it! There's supposed to be 4 more damage on there. We should already be almost done. That was my own fault for clicking the wrong button. The upside is whenever she does go off, we'd be looking at 5 damage here. Yep. There it is. Like I said, in the Calamity versus Calamity playoff, if you're the first one on the play, you tend to make sure you get the win. And, of course, you end up being... Ooh, pacifism. You have to guarantee that you have Calamity in your hand in order to do that one. So, fun event. I enjoyed this one. I really did. Let's since I am saving up my gold for other for the opening for whenever Throne of Eldraine comes out, let's go ahead and crack a couple of packs since that one's so quick. What do we get? What do we get? These are the only packs I open, the ones I win. Elvish Reclaimer. I've seen a lot of this. I've seen a lot of the decks that were like green decks were dropping lands to try to get that that one uncommon out there. And the rare. Ooh, Muyan Ling. I like her. I like her a lot. She's going to be really big, I think, after rotation. So, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what decks you took, how well you did, how long it took you to run through. Like I said, for this one here, it took me a little over an hour to get all the way through. So, until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.